Hi there, Sagittarius. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Anisa, from the Inner Stereo. This is going to be your love messages. It's a general reading, so the roles might get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for personal reading with me, okay? So in this reading, Sagittarius, is going to be a you versus them format. We're going to be looking at your energy, your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I'm also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session, okay? Okay, Sagittarius, you have the Three of Swords, the Justice, and also the Emperor as your overall energy in the present moment. I feel that at this present moment, although the pain is still there, okay, it still exists, the wound, the trauma was still there, but I feel that you are able to dissociate yourself from feeling that way, and I feel that you're able to put your logical perspective into it and trying to take matters into your own hands. I feel that with the Emperor right here, I feel that your focus right now is to get your life together again. The Emperor is all about stability, especially you have the King of Pentacles in the present moment as well, where you're caring a lot more about what is you, what makes you stable, what makes you feel as if like your life is all secured. I feel that that dissociation do you very, very good, because I feel that you're able to shift your focus into the things that you feel matters the most to your life. It could be your career, it could be your businesses, it could be your relationship with your support system, etc. But I feel that, you know, with the Emperor and the Justice, it's all about priority listening, and it's all about, you know, I'm not really going to be taking care, or I'm not really going to be focusing on the things that just makes or give me like a lot of pain, but instead I'm just going to be focusing on things that I know is going to create some sort of stability in my life. Now, what are the challenges here, Sagittarius? You have the Nine of Pentacles, and you also have the Page of Cups in upright position. I feel that one of the biggest challenges when it comes to this connection has a lot to do with the letting go of the expectations of what you thought this relationship was going to be, to a point where it kind of like make you question your self-esteem a little bit here, okay? Because the Page of Cups in this deck of mine especially is a very dreamy card, right? Where we get to dream, we get to fantasize about what kind of future or what kind of person we were dealing with and what kind of future we were going to have, and etc. And to truly accept that, well, maybe I was in love with the fantasies and the hopes and expectations, rather than the reality. Sometimes it's a hard pill to swallow, and I feel that it also at some point causes you to lose your sense of your stability. You lose your sense of focus in achieving things in your life. We're going to clarify in a moment. Now, in the past, you have the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Swords from this person's side. They have the Page of Pentacles, and they also have the Seven of Cups in upright position. I feel that with this person in the past, you thought this was really something. Ace of Pentacles is something that you know that, well, like this one is solid. This one has a potential. If we were to be building this with time, it's going to grow into something that is beautiful. Ace of Pentacles is not like a fire sign energy where we get truly infatuated with somebody. No, it's more about like, wow, like I see the potentials, I do see the values, and if I were to be a lot more patient, a lot more consistent, and work through it with time, it's going to lead into something that is good, that is beautiful, that has that longevity of the relationship, right? But I feel that in the past, your focus was different, because there is a part of you who is already letting go of that thoughts. Okay. Now, in the past, you were giving points, or you were prioritizing somebody who actually was putting you under evaluation. So you thought the world of them, but this person in the past was a bit wary of you and was still kind of like evaluating you from a point of like, I'm not really sure if this is something that I want with Sagittarius in the long run. However, the moment that you decided to let go of that perceptions of you about this person and etc., that's the moment where they become a bit confused, because I think I mentioned this in your previous reading, right? Like when it comes to fire signs, especially Sagittarius, when your focus is no longer on somebody, they feel it. Your absence is truly felt, because I'm Sagittarius, by the way, when we're in love with somebody or when we're infatuated with somebody, it's like a spotlight is being shined on them. And when that spotlight is no longer on them, they feel the absence of it. And I feel that because they felt the absence of it in the past, it led them to be a bit confused, okay? It led them to wonder, like, what is actually going on with Sagittarius? Am I actually losing Sagittarius? Or is this some sort of a game from Sagittarius, etc.? Now, in the present moment, you have the Ace of Swords and also the King of Pentacles. Your mind is a lot clearer right now. And as I mentioned earlier, your focus here has a lot to do with you gaining some sort of stability on your own. Now, from this person's side, I feel that the table has half turned by a lot, because in the past you were really hopeful about this connection, right? Like it made you to a point where, regardless of how things are in the present moment, I feel that in the future things are going to get better, things are going to go okay between me and them, and etc. Now they're in that state. Now they cannot forget about the potentials, about like, wow, like when things were great between Sagittarius and I, it was actually really, really good. And it led them to this mental state of being mentally entrapped, I would say. They're really anxious, thinking about this all the time. I feel that right now you are in their energy field all night, all day because of this. They are now putting you as a priority. Now, in the future, you have the Ace of Cups and you also have the Sun in upright position. I feel that there's going to be some things here that's going to make you happy in the future. We're going to clarify in a moment. Now, from this person's side, I feel that this person is willing to leave something behind in order to be with you, in order to conclude things with you, so that the problem that you have with them is going to be resolved. But we're going to clarify, okay? Let's clarify them now, Sagittarius. I want to clarify that Eight of Swords from their side first in the present moment. This person right now is in a very difficult predicament, simply because there is a part of them, again, because they still have a lot of love towards you. Whoa. However, they feel that, being in love with Sagittarius somehow also caused me like a lot of pain. Therefore, like they're kind of like, sometimes they want to act impulsive and they want to cut this out altogether. And sometimes they're like, I can't do that because I can't afford to lose Sagittarius. From your side now, Sagittarius, I feel that what you want to have in your life at this present moment is all about practical love. I feel that in this week especially, you guys are going to be very aware and you're going to start seeing that, wow, like I actually have plenty of people who actually love me. So I don't have to rely on the love of somebody else's outside of the support system that I have. Now, this person is very much aware of what they need to do in order to make this thing work. Okay. But one of the reasons why they haven't done so has a lot to do with them. Like, I'm not sure if I want to do that. Let me postpone things a while. Let me delay things. Let me delay that type of actions that I need to do to Sagittarius, because I'm not sure if that's something that I want. What you need to understand is that this person is, I can't really tell how I felt when I was opening those cards, but it's more so it's a very frantic type of energy. Like 1 minute they're like, oh wow, like I hate Sagittarius because Sagittarius, hurt me and caused me like a lot of pain. And one moment like, but I can't do that because I want to be with Sagittarius so bad. So they go back and forth. And, that's why they have the Eight of Swords, where they're trapped. 8 is a number that has no ending, right? So they're trapped in that kind of like loop where with that kind of thinking, like back and forth, and they don't know how to get out. They don't know how to reach 9. That's what I would say. And if you ask me, like, does this person know what is it that they're supposed to be doing? And it's like, yeah, they do. Actually, they do, but they're not sure whether or not they need to do it or they want to do it, simply because at this present moment, they are kind of like stuck in that cycle or in that loop of thoughts. Okay. So, let's clarify the future. They're not really sure. Like, they're not really sure. Is Sagittarius, the changes of energy that Sagittarius, that I felt, that I've been sensing from Sagittarius, do they really mean it, or are they just really playing some sort of game? If this is some sort of game, do I need to start playing games with them as well or not? Like, they're not really sure, because at this present moment, especially in the past, there is some perceptions of them that think that you might be just playing kind of game here. Okay, let's clarify the future. I feel that in the future, this person would like to seek some sort of assurances or clarity from you, because again, being in that state, like I mentioned earlier about that being in that loop, and isn't really pretty, where you're surrounded with like a lot of mysteries, with like a lot of questions that you don't even can answer for yourself and everything like that. So I feel that in the future, this person is looking for clarity. They're looking for something that is solid so that they know what to do after that. So I feel that in the future, and this is what you need to remember, Sagittarius, the moment where you get to the energy where you're focusing a lot more on your pentacles. So it could be when you're focusing a lot more on your work or in your career or in your health, is going to be the moment where this person is going to start doing things for you or doing things about this relationship, simply because they would like to gain some sort of clarity from this connection. Okay. But again, for me, tarot is all about cause and effect, and it's all about energy. So it's if you're not in that energy, and if you're always stuck with them forever and ever, this is not going to happen. But this is only going to happen when you're focusing on your pentacle stuff, your career, your money, your sense of security and stability, or your health, and etc. That's going to be the moment where this person is going to want to start seeking clarity from you, and also at the same time is going to ask you a question about, like, again, that kind of like clarity. What is it that makes you change? That's first. Because I do see the tendency of coming from this person. Let's say, for instance, you don't like them because they tend to be alcoholic. I do see them wanting to leave behind that tendency to be an alcoholic for you. You know, letting go of an emotional attachment or an emotional addiction towards something. I do see that happening. They want to leave something behind for you. But again, you have to be that energy where you're focusing on your pentacles first. Once they start coming into your life again, or once they start, wanting to talk about this connection again, if you're still in a contact period, you're going to be at the energy where you're the 9 of Wands, like, wow, like you're such a distraction. Like, now I'm focused on things that matters to me. I'm focused on other things other than you. And now I have to deal with you again. So you're going to be a bit wary when it comes to this person, to be honest with you. Yeah, I do feel that in the future, this conversation that you guys are going to be having when it comes to them, right? With them coming around to you, asking for some sort of clarity for you, and etc., is going to. But again, it's odd because you are not going to be in the energy where you have the energy to talk with them. So although you would still carry a bit of a feelings for them, but it's like, gosh, like, where were you when I was in that energy, when I've been wanting to talk to you about it? Where were you when I was getting energy where I was actually putting you as a priority? Why is it that now I'm prioritizing other aspects of my life? Here you are, you know, really, really wanting to engage with me when it comes to this topic and etc. So yeah, I do see you guys having a conversation, but I just don't feel that you're going to be, I'm not going to say that you're not going to be open about it, but it's just going to make you be like, where were you? You know what I mean? Like, why now? Why? But again, one of the reasons why they're doing it in the future has a lot to do with them wanting to work things out between you and them, because they feel that there are certain things here about this connection that lacks clarity and assurances, and they just want to get that. They just want to get either clarity, closure, or confirmation come in from you. Okay? So now let's pull some advice card for you here, Sagittarius. Ace of Cups, King of Cups, and also the Hermit in upright position. Okay. I feel that the advice here has a lot to do with you needing to manage your... sorry. You guys needing to manage, because again, good things want to enter your life, okay? But those good things cannot enter your life when your cups or your plates are full. So you're no longer empty, you're no longer drained, but instead there was a lot of things in your cups, and that cups is right now kind of like quite murky because you have anxiety, you have focus, you have determinations, you have love, you have all of those stuff. Try to take away some of those emotions that you feel doesn't serve you anymore, okay? So that you could create some room or space for new things to enter to your life. Because there's a lot of things that you're thinking about. There's a lot of things that you're feeling about right now, Sagittarius. And good things want to enter, but it has no space to be in your life. Okay? So try to take out the things that no longer serves you anymore. Choose what are the things that you would like to have in your plates, or what are the things that you would like to have in your cups and in your mind too as well. Is it good thoughts or bad thoughts? Is it good feelings or bad feelings? Try to take away some so that good things could enter into your life. Okay? So I think that is it for my reading for you here, Sagittarius. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you guys been looking for. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another weekly reading. All right, bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.